guys, it's Ryan from Bigfoot RC. So I've been trying to do the long range test and the outdoors test with the Mobula 7 1S, and it's been kind of bad weather in here. I'm coming from Middle Tennessee, so it's been a little weird. Also, winter you have less daylight, so trying to get this done in the videos. So after you get home from work or something, not much time. So I did finally get a chance to do the long range, and I also got the outside video and the inside. I did as best as I can. The first long range clip you guys are going to see, I managed to get not as far as I wanted to, and I was kind of behind trees, so I had to do a different one. So you guys are going to see that. And just to let you guys know, just for reference, I'm using a Radio Master with the ELRS software, and then this one's got this is a plug and play. So I know some of you guys had comments like, hey, I didn't know that was a plug and play or one of those. So this is a plug and play with a separate ELRS receiver, which you probably get a little better range with a separate one instead of the inbuilt one, or the SPI receiver is what they call it. So you got this separate one on there, and then this is the goggles I'm using. These are Fatshark HDOs. I got the Pyrodrone, basically flat receiver on here. Honestly, this is a great analog antenna. I never have to switch it to anything else. Made pretty surprised. So yeah, that's what I'm using for that. And then just to let you guys know, this is a stock connector. I did not change the connector. Everything's stock on this, and I used actually I have a Tiny Hawk Freestyle. Came with the 450 milliamp 1S batteries. That's all I'm using for now. I may do a new updated video later on where I actually change the connector and do bigger batteries and see if I can get further or maybe a little extra punch. So yeah, so we'll just go right to that.
Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm not the best inside in air mode, so this is an angle mode, and it's also in 100 milliwatts. So just letting you guys know, not the greatest, as you can probably tell if you keep watching. I'm totally fine outside with air mode. I just don't know why. Inside is just horrible with it, so I'm still trying to get used to it. So that's why it's a little jerkier on the flight and everything. I'm sure if it was in air mode and you were decent at it, it'd probably be a little smoother, but yeah, so relatively, it's pretty good inside. I didn't see any negatives. It's probably the smoothest whoop I've flown, so I really enjoyed it. Of course, I missed it right here. Yep, fell in there, had to restart. So, yeah, we'll just keep watching the indoor flight. Like I said, a little jerky movements because it's an angle mode, so. And once I get used to actually flying it like this, maybe it might be so bad I start going into air mode. It doesn't help also I got a puppy. Just want to crash it immediately and then the dog will get it. So, alright guys, I'll just leave it at this, and then yeah, just let you guys finish the rest. Alright, so here's the outdoor flight right here. Just to let you guys know, it was windy this day. So you can see I'm trying to push through it a little more. This thing is, I mean, it's decent outside. It's definitely, I would say a 2S, kind of like toothpick, or like a, I guess like a 2S whoop, a little more weight to it would probably be better outside, but it does okay. It does decent. You can definitely feel how light it is, and I guess maybe slight underpowered, but it's probably just because it's super light. So, but it does decent. It gives you the option to go outside at least. So yeah, this was a good flight. Like I said, it's windy, so it kind of threw me around a little bit. I was trying to wait a few days, try and find a day that wasn't windy here in Middle Tennessee, but could not catch a break. And again, this is 100 milliwatts, so this isn't too high of a signal. So as you can see, that the signal's really well. I'm out in the park actually, so it's doing really well right here for being under 100 milliwatts. And this thing can go up to 400 milliwatts. So, all right, guys. So let you guys watch the rest. Hey guys, so I did a night flight. This is on 400 milliwatts now. So I was actually going to do the long range flight on this day, but as I'm not working out. So I just threw this in there just to let you guys see it. Some cameras are horrible at night, but this one actually wasn't bad. I could actually go around the house and at least see decently. If there's any light, it at least lets you see it. So something I don't think a lot of people show on YouTube, to actually, like on the Mobula 7 camera, to see if you could actually even fly at night. But yeah, it's not bad. I've seen way worse on other cameras. So yeah, just go ahead and check the rest of this out, and I'll talk to you guys on the next long range video. here is the long range video. The first attempt. So you see the trees I'm going under right now, or over, excuse me. I kind of lose altitude right here, and where I'm standing, it blocks it, and it was a little windy this day, so it kind of pushed me downward, and I couldn't get back up because, you know, I don't know if this thing has enough power up in the higher altitude to actually kind of do it. So yeah, the trees were in the way right there. So I was, as you can see, I was totally losing signal since I was way over past the trees over that way. So I just headed back here, but I figured while I was out here, I might as well test the, because I was in 400 milliwatts, of course, because the long range test, but I was going to test and go back and go around the trees and stuff, as you guys are going to see here in a little bit. The penetration's really good, so for like just flying around trees, at least for around the bottom portions of them, the signal's really well on this. So alright guys, so I guess I'll talk to you guys in a little bit on the final part 2 long range video. Hey guys, so this is the last video clip right here, the long range. This is part 2. So I went pretty far out here. As you can see, I keep going. It's going pretty well. I think I was going with the wind, the direction the wind was blowing. That's why it went so quickly this way. On the way back, you guys can see it goes a lot slower. I think I was going against the wind. I did a little circle here, try and test if certain angles are worse for the antenna reception. So I don't see much of a difference, so I kept going. To be honest with you, I probably could have kept going here, but really didn't feel like getting it or trying to look for it, so just in case. But yeah, there wasn't that much of a breakup actually at all at this point, which you think there would be, but that was pretty good distance, maybe a little over half a mile. So this thing, I would imagine, go at least a mile, maybe even further if you don't got too many obstacles in the way of the antenna. So as you can see, I had to tilt a little downward to get back. So I think I was fighting the wind on this way, but really well. So pretty impressive for how small this thing is. So also, just to let you guys know, this is the I'm using a TBS Fusion with my Fatshark HDO Goggles, so just so you guys know. So alright guys, I mean overall it's a really good little 1S quad for how little it is and the price. So I would highly recommend this thing. It does pretty much anything you want. I mean, like you said, or like I showed you, it's like you can fly it at night, long range, up to milliwatts to 400. You can pretty much do anything with this thing. So it's a great little whoop, and I absolutely love it. So alright guys, talk to you on the outro.
Hey guys, so we're back after the, you guys saw the footage. So this guy, pretty impressive. The penetration is amazing on the 400 milliwatts in my opinion for just like a 1S whoop. You can go really far with this thing. The signal's amazing. So It's just a really good whoop for like just anything outside. It's a little light though for outside, as you guys can see in the videos and my commentary. It gets really thrown around once you get really high up in the air and kind of do more long distance stuff. So it's not really meant for that, but you can for fun. Don't know if that's what I would use this for, but it's cool that it's capable of doing that. Also, like behind trees and stuff with 400 milliwatts, amazing. There's on the first long distance video that didn't work out very well, but at least I went around the trees to show you guys, like on 400 milliwatts, this thing you can go right behind trees, objects, it has no problem with that. And again, I'm using this this antenna right here that may have something to do with it. It's a really good antenna. That's just for analog, so it works well for me. But at any rate, I'm using everything stock on this. So you could switch the antenna out on the VTX. I'm just using a stock dipole antenna. And then, like I said in the beginning video, you could probably switch out the battery connector and the actual, get some better batteries. So, which I may do another video on that. So, alright guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope everyone's doing good out there. I'm going to keep trying to come out with more videos. As you guys can see in the corner, I got the Atlas 6x6, so I might do a unboxing video on this guy. It's brand new, I just got it, so look for that. And then besides that, guys, that is it. Have a good weekend, guys. When you watch this, hope everyone's doing good, and just keep watching. Subscribe, please, and talk to you guys later. Bye.